Good afternoon again, everybody. Third video today, actually, it's funny. Yeah, the XK8, I'll put the battery on charge, so we'll have a look at that tomorrow. I'm up the other house. We'll have a look at that tomorrow, and I'll power wash it and clean it up, and we'll pull the roof back on it and have a look inside and see if we can get it started and do the misfire. We'll do that tomorrow. It's going to take a little while to charge the battery. I'll just put it on charge. Right, getting back to this roll-on. See that rear quarter? I put some slides together of how bad it was, but the whole of that panel, this one here, that was right over here, right over there. Because when the woman hit me, she come around that corner and slammed straight into there. But it's come out alright, and it was really bad actually. You can't see any signs of it. It's straight as an arrow. So it all come out nice. Even the bonnet, even the boot was damaged as well. So, and a bit down there, but it's come out good. It's come out good. So what I did is I repaired it and then re-sprayed it white again. But it's surprising how much paint they take. You know, they're a big old motor. It did have a black vinyl roof on it as well. When I bought it, well, it had blue vinyl roof actually. Let's have a look. It's got like green windows. Originally, when it came from the factory on the spec, it was garnet. It was garnet and silver, silver mist. That's what's on the log. And so it's nice. But that's what caused the problem. When I had the accident, I'll just run through what happened, because it was this motor. I've had a couple of accidents with it, to be honest. I've had all sorts, fire brigade and airlifted. But what happens with it is, I'll just run through it for you. Being that the key, you see the keys in the middle of the dashboard, and the gear lever, anybody who's familiar with these, they got an electric box, and they're like an indicator, and you literally one finger them. And the power steering is so light, and what I did is I leant across to turn it off. I leant across to turn it off on my driveway, and I literally went like that and flicked it either into neutral or into reverse, and it went down my steep drive, and I ended up out on the road. And as I come across, this door shut and fired me under the motor, and I was literally right under the car, or half of my body was. And as you go down the driveway, the gap gets smaller. It ends up about, I don't know, it ends up, you know, it's literally nothing. I couldn't get out of it. I tried everything. I thought I was going to get killed, and I could see the front wheel coming towards me, and I thought to myself, fuck, you know, I'm going to get, you know, it's going to run over my neck or something. So anyway, that's the story behind it. Anyway, we saved the old girl. The old girl will be right when she's done. Time she's cleaned up and that, and get these brakes done and sort that transmission out and go through the engine again. But one time she was running perfect. You literally could have drove it. But what it did is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, but they got an A and B system on the brakes. Where's the lights? Yeah, see those? I'll just show you. You see those there? Well, those are two red lights, and what they do is when both systems are running properly, because they got accumulators and they got two pumps on the cams, and when they're running properly, they're both off. Now I got it to the point I could get it to run with one off, and that was on the low pressure system. But the other one's a high pressure system. But the trouble is that when they used to bleed the brakes back in the day, they never used to bleed the high pressure system. So all the brake bleeders can't get them out. So you literally have to drill them out, because the calipers. Anyway, we do a video on rebuilding the calipers, because they're ready to go. I've got all new seals and stuff for them, new bleeders. But anyway, it's quite a, people say it's a complicated system. And the front brake shoes are really interesting. They're Mark III Cortina ones. I haven't had them off yet, but chances are I ain't no problem with them. I expect they're alright. I expect they're fine. So it's just a case of getting them calipers back on and redoing the brake pipes and that on it, and and nailing it together, pretty much, and getting it up and running. We pull it out there. It's lovely when it's out on a drive. Everybody stops and says, "How can you look at you've got a roller?" But anyway, it's not that it's a Rolls Royce. It's a car at the end of the day. It's nothing more, nothing less, really. It's something that we love. I mean, I love motors, and I always wanted to buy a Rolls. I didn't really like them when I bought them. When I bought this, like that XK, I didn't like that when I bought it, but I just bought it and I like it better now. But the Rolls, I used to look at these Rollses on the road and think to myself, look at that old thing, you know what I mean? Rotten old thing. And most of them are rotten, but this one is actually, the interior, I had the whole interior out. I'll put some photos together for you and you'll see. Literally the whole interior has been ripped out and redone. The floors, and it's got no rust on it at all. There's absolutely nothing. It's absolutely mint. There's no structurally. It's solid. You know. There's no marks on it. The XK we've done underneath it. That's all been done. I know they suffer bad with rot, but it's all been painted under there now, so that's all sorted out. And I had to re-weld them. I don't know if you can see there. There's some weld. I had to weld some plates in there, because they rotted through just on these inner flanges. They've been done. This quarter's alright, but it's had a history. You can see all this fill around the back there. So it must have had a clout, and somebody's repainted it, and because it's not done properly, really, you get problems with the lacquer. But apart from that, the rest of the car, there's no problems with lacquer. There's no lacquer peel on the rest of it. It's really good. But the old boy that had it, he thought the world of it. He spent a bundle of money on it. It's had all the timing chains done and everything. So anyway, it's gonna be lovely to drive, and then I can get rid of the Mini. Then I can sell the Mini. If anybody wants to buy a Mini, I'll clean that Mini up. We get that up nice and square, and probably sell that, because I can drive this. But you can see the lacquer peel's bad. But that'd be alright. Ain't no big deal anyway. I do body work, so that's no problem. By the time it's clean, it'll be lovely. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea, and this is the third video today. Anyway, thanks, and like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you later. Have a good day. Bye bye.